There's a lesson. Y'all ain't involved and it's very depressing. I'm at the club with the basketball team. Me and sharing a section. Gotta cherish the present. I'm drinking water. Got a career and I'm very invested. Some people call it a scary obsession. I like to call it a passion. I can be sitting relaxing. PG, we getting.
And coming to you today from Portland, Oregon, on the banks of the beautiful Willamette River. Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and from the sideline, as always, our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. Also stopping by our program, one of the great point guards in NBA history, Kenny the Jet Smith. I love the nickname the Jet.
Man, appreciate the shout out. And you know you're the guy who brought it back alive.
Well, it really happened in high school. Right,
it happened in high school, but no one called me in high school, college, until the NBA. He shouted it out, and now it's stuck like fire. Now, no, I can't go anywhere. And they're like, Jet, Jet. And I'm like, Kevin Harlan started the
But
fire.
you love that.
But you
love it.
But the name has evolved. Now it's Private Jet.
Yeah, right. PJ. No, it's actually Pop Play now. I don't fly much.
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Damian Lillard.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Kevin, thanks very much. C.J. McCollum has talked about the bond between the city of Portland and the Blazers team. He said the connection comes in part because we're isolated in the Pacific Northwest, far from the rest of the world. Basketball's the only major sport, so the city's poured its heart and soul into this team. Well, Blazer fandom has certainly been part of Rip City's DNA for a very long time. Kevin?
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Kenny, with all the switching now defensively, it's so valuable to have a big man who can pass out of those double teams and make plays for other guys.
Giannis, number one. Jokic, number two. LeBron is obviously number 1A. Big guy who can pass because, you know, we forget that he's 6'9", 6'10".
And don't forget about Embiid as a true center.
He has gotten better.
He's a good enough passer. Their problem is they just don't space the floor as well as they need to.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Farrell. Green is out there with Pau Gasol. Then there's Kyle Kuzma, and it's Kobe in at the 2. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Jay Crowder, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
Gasol passes to Bryant. No good that time. Great D that time from Nurkic. Here's Powell and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. A 3 from Bryant. That doesn't go in either for Kobe. Crowder goes in. Ball stolen. Bryant finds Gasol. On the wing, Bryant. Defended by Crowder. Kobe gets the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
We hear all these different terms about resting players, but Kenny, load management seems to be the one that is stuck. Is that something you wish was around, for instance, when you played?
Honestly, I probably didn't want it, but if I used it, I would have been a much better player, honestly, because your body is at 170 pounds, 6'3", is not built to play 82 games in playoffs. It's not built for that. Your body's just not meant for that. So yes, I might have been, Greg, I might have been in a couple All-Stars, man. I think, man, I could have done some things.
But wasn't there pride in players in playing 82 games?
In all reality, the pride was in you had to work for that next contract. The dollars are such now that it's an investment for the team that they're trying to protect. So it means as much for them to make sure you're rested and ready to go, to Kenny's point, as it does to you.
Now here's Bryant. Turned in an outstanding game against Golden State. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
McCollum passes to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Can't hit that one. And the Lakers take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, and you could see the crowd's reaction with every make. It wasn't pretty.
Kenny, as a freshman, you joined one of the great lineups to ever play in college basketball with guys like Michael Jordan, Sam Perkins. I mean, it was a who's who of the game.
Yeah, I know, Michael was so excited to play.
Was he?
He was just, as soon as I walked on
Chomping
campus,
at the bit, wasn't it?
when I
Who
walked
is
on
this kid out
campus,
of New York
he
here?
picked me up at the airport, you know, drove me around.
He had a car?
Oh, yes. But then it was just great. Playing there with those kind of guys, it really gets you ready and prepared.
Had you met Jordan before you went
On
to
a
Carolina?
visit, just on a visit.
On a visit you
But
had.
he wasn't the best player really at the time. Sam Perkins
Right.
was the guy. He was a 4-year All-American, first team. So it was Sam Perkins who everyone was in awe, and plus he was from New York.
Kuzma outside. Lakers working the ball around now. And Bryant kicks to Farrell. Shot clock at 5. Off pass to Bryant, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. Here's Crowder. The layup off target.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Yeah, love seeing Bryant just get up and go for it. His leaping ability never ceases to impress.
The NBA being so much about entertainment, Kenny, if you had to choose the best showman in the league, who would you pick?
Ooh, the best showman.
With style and charisma.
Steph Curry.
Yeah, he'd be
showman.
right up there, wouldn't he?
LeBron is the showman, but Steph is, I think, the top of the league. Giannis is a showman, but he's by grit, Harden, and maybe someday Zion.
I would go with that as well. The one thing that the one reason that I have a little concern with Steph is we haven't those other, like LeBron doesn't have to have a great team. You know, he can make a team great. That's the one difference with him. I think Giannis can do that.
He made that team great before Kevin Durant got there.
No. Well, he's playing with a few other Hall of Famers. My point is, if you put him out there with guys who weren't all-star caliber players, that's my concern. We've seen, I'm with you, Giannis has done that, LeBron has done that. Steph's a showman in his current existence. And Luka, without a doubt.
All-time show. Have to get out on this. When Lillard feels comfortable pulling, he's deadly.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Cantor checked in for Jay Crowder. The Lakers also changing it up. Marjanovic checked in for Gasol. And it's Mills in for Yogi Ferrell. Kuzma outside. Pulls up. And again, the Lakers no good.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Now Kuzma after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Here's Mills. Here's Bryant, and finish off by Bryant.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Portland Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Nurkic. McCollum outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Marjanovic. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
Now here's McCollum. 7 points in the game. Powell, the pass to Lillard. And the 3 ball is good. Lillard's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Trailblazers.
They're getting him shots in his spots. That's understanding your personnel.
Marjanovic down low. Working on Nurkic. Lillard outside. And another 3 for Portland.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
The Lakers trail. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Kobe. He's got 12. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
They grab their own miss with 1 on the clock, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. McCollum's got 9 points. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he deals with the big loss.
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers, guys, what do you think?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
We've got C.J. McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Jusuf Nurkic, and it's Simons in at the point. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Now, here's Nurkic. A 20-point game for him in the win against Utah.
He owned the glass in that one, too. No one could put a body on him.
Powell against Green. It's McCollum on the wing. 4 on the clock. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And it's been said, we're witnessing the golden era for lead guards. Kenny, do you agree with that? And if so, is it the players or the style of play that's key?
I don't know if it's the golden era, because I think, but it is a great era. But the NBA, that is the toughest position, because you can have a bad team, but you're going to always see a great guard. And that's always been the case. You know, even in our era, if I was playing against the Dallas Mavericks, they were terrible at the time, and Hakeem would go, well, you got to play against Jason Kidd. Yeah. And so it's always the position in game. And so you got Westbrook, you got CP3, you got Trae Young now, you got the young, the old, you got it's always the tough position.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Simons. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Utah Jazz. Fires, high post, pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. McCollum's got 14 points for the game. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Kuzma passes to Marjanovic. Lakers passing it around. Puts it up. And again, it's the Lakers.
With a smooth, effective jump shot, Kuzma does a tremendous job in helping his team space the floor.
Simons surveying the D. That's tipped. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Here's Horton Tucker. A reverse. And Gasol with the lay-ins. And now a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backcourt.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Well, Kenny, you've played with so many all-time great players, one of which was Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. He was a good one. Do you think we'll ever see another one just like the Dream?
I don't think so. He was so unique. His ability, his footwork, his timing. He led the league in top 10 in 5 categories.
Isn't that amazing?
5 categories.
That's incredible.
Offensively and defensive categories. It's unbelievable. Just a dominant force.
If you think about him, he is what the modern game is today. He was the one guy in his era who played the way bigs can play today.
That's a good thought. Here's Simons following the 3 by the Lakers. And the pass to McCollum. To the middle. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Pass break, the Lakers. Horton Tucker, the pass to Gasol. Shoots over Cantor. Got a piece of it. Here's McCollum. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Things are going McCollum's way tonight. When he gets on a roll, the points accumulate quickly.
Caldwell Pope outside. Passes to Horton Tucker. Powell against Kuzma.
And you look at the game of C.J. McCollum, Kenny, he gives you so much at that off-guard position. A very well-rounded scorer.
Yes, he can hurt you in a lot of different ways. He's got the in-between games, but his game off the bounce, Kevin, like just isolation, dribble, penetration, and shot selection is probably top 5 in the NBA.
And he can put out that 30, 40-point game, too.
Without question. He's a versatile scorer.
He's got a big arsenal.
Kuzma outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Kuzma's got 5 points in the quarter.
The smooth, no hesitation shot from Kuzma, keeping him 1 step ahead of the defense.
It's McCollum on the wing, defended by Gasol. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Paul Gasol.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Well, after playing very little in his first 2 seasons, McCollum is very electric since year 3. And he has a lot left to accomplish.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Crowder comes in for Norman Powell, and Lillard subbed in for Anfernee Simons. And the Lakers also making a change. Kobe's checked in for Kyle Kuzma.
And a moment here to check out some numbers for Nurkic. This past month, he's really set himself apart, averaging about 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for McCollum. Not too long ago, we saw a number of NBA players, balk at joining the U.S. national team. Kenny is someone who has played in the colors of red, white, and blue representing this country. Why aren't players lining up to represent the U.S.?
Well, I think it's also a combination of the teams. The investment that they have in their personal players individually is from a contractual standpoint. They're scared of the risk. So it's not just a player's decision. I'm sure that there are teams that are calling their players and say, we'd rather you not play.
And we've seen big-time injuries in that regard.
And the other thing is, too, our guys now, back when we played, you only did international competition once. Right now, some of these guys have done it 5, 6, 7 times.
Yes.
And you factor in their long runs in the postseason, man, that's a lot of wear and tear on the body.
A lot of basketball. And here's Bryant for 3. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Kobe's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles. Portland's gone 5 of 8 from 3-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Lillard dishes to Cantor. Lillard against Caldwell Pope. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And we want to thank the Jet for giving us his thoughts. Kenny, you can stop by here anytime. That door is always open for you.
Well, the door's open, but I'm going to steal a key just in case you don't invite me back. I'm taking it right now.
Well, he'll have the key.
Yes, sir. I'm taking the key right now.
We'll tell G when
Fellow PG, we got to let him in.
Yes, sir. I want to be back.
You guards always stay together. Steve, you've had your battles against Kenny Smith when you two played, but it's always so much fun to be by his side here at the broadcast table.
Yeah, for sure. Kenny's a competitor. But more importantly, right now, he's a fantastic commentator. Great job of expressing his views on the league, and I hope we will hear from him for a long time.
But they get it back. Bryant passes to Horton Tucker. From deep. He doesn't hit that one. Trailblazers have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Lillard misses.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Ryan in the post, defended by Crowder. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Just 5 to shoot. Horton Tucker, the pass to Bryant. Here's Marjanovic. Nurkic with the block. They recover it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. One second left. He can't get that one to fall. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Portland. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. And rejoining us here at the table, hey, he's back, Kenny the Jet Smith. Kudos to you, sir, for your sharp and incisive analysis today.
Oh, thank you, Ernie. Thank you. Always a pleasure to break down the game with the great ones.
Trader. Excuse me. Yeah, glad you had fun over there. Trader.
I'm back.
Copycat.
And that wraps up the halftime show, third quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Bryant. Then it's Pau Gasol. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Lillard. Here's Nurkic. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Nurkic, the pass to McCollum. And here's Kobe on its way from Caldwell-Pope for 2. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
As a defender, hard to keep up with KCP in transition. He has excellent get up and go.
Powell, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lores of the game of college basketball.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Lillard finds McCollum for the lead. A rebound by Marjanovic.
Woo, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
And Brian, just a superb athlete, terrific at just imposing his will on the defense on that drive.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. And for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's best when he lets the game come to him, when he's not forcing shots, not making things tough on himself, not making tough passes. You know, Smitty, a simple approach does wonders for him.
Kevin, you applaud the maturity of KCP to realize that. He knew he needed to change his game to improve. Focusing on making the easy play has made him a very valuable member of this team.
And the Lakers with possession here after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him. Bryant, that's for 2. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And coming out of halftime, coach said they wanted to start fast. How's 4 for 4?
Caldwell-Pope against Lillard. He dishes it to McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Lakers leading by 3. Outside, Kobe. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Can he keep it going? And another basket for the Lakers.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
McCollum against Kobe. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Beyond the arc. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bryant's got the lead back up to 5 now for the Lakers. McCollum passes to Nurkic. Lillard way outside. That 3 off the mark.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Feeds to Caldwell-Pope, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And always a smooth athlete. KCP doing a better job of drawing contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Here's Lillard. 17 points in the game. Pass to Simons. The feed to Crowder. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Lillard, the pass to Crowder. 5 to shoot. The three. And that one is off. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Los Angeles. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Portland's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Back to Lillard, looking to end the run. It doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Down low and stolen by Lillard. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. Lillard outside. Got it. Good job in the low post. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team. And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Mills comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Los Angeles leading by 8. And Bryant kicks to Kuzma. Back to Bryant. 1:56 left to play here in the third. Kuzma finds Bryant. And Kobe throws it down.
You know he's going to take a lot of shots out there. He's their #1 option right now.
Portland's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And the rejection by Marjanovic.
Taking a look at some numbers for Marjanovic. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him. He's averaging about 7 points a game, almost 2.5 blocks, and 5 rebounds. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
All shots he's changed just by challenging them. Such a luxury to have someone like this as your last line of defense.
Now here's Bryant. He has 38 in the game. The three from Mills. They get it back. Gasol. Off target at the rim. Trailblazers trail by 8. Kicks it out to Lillard. There's the pass to Kanter. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 4 assists now tonight.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Here is a list of the NBA's most adept passing teams this season. These are your assist leaders. The Lakers, #1.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
He's perfect from the line this time.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Crowder, the pass to Simons.
And we've seen them come out and be much more active defensively this half.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And the wide open shot from Crowder. Good on the three-point shot. Crowder's got 5 now.
And this has been Crowder's role for a while now. Often shoots more three-pointers than two-pointers.
Inside. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And that's rocking the rim. Give him the 2 points and tack on some for style.
Oh, he deserves them. He deserves all the points he can get there. Sensational.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Bryant looking over the floor. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Bryant's got 43 points.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times. And exert his presence.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 7. And we'll be back with you right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Jay Crowder out there with Collins. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Cantor in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Three-pointer, Crowder. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Catching the ball in rhythm, the sweet stroke. Gasol making it look easy.
And Beverley kicks to Lillard. He feeds it to Collins. And that one falls for Collins. Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. And so Collins nails both of them.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Passes it to Horton Tucker. And it's Green with the jam.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up the road.
And so Beverley will bring it up for Portland. It's a 10-point game. To the paint. Collins in the post, working on Green.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
You know, you look at how they built this lead. It's been through extra possessions.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Norman Powell's checked in for Crowder. Here's Green. Here's Horton Tucker. Back to Green. And the rejection by Collins. And here's Here's McCollum for three. Drills the three-pointer. McCollum's got 26 points.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thank you, David. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. Now, Smitty, you were a player with versatility and length. How much fun would you have had with today's style of play?
I think, Kevin, I was a guy that kind of played 1 through 3 at 6'8". But nowadays, I could have played 1 through 5. I would have loved playing the 5 position. Reason why, I could have got my shot off at any time I wanted. And the three-point shot, Kevin, you can take 10, 12 three-pointers. I would have loved that.
Here's McCollum. Following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Pass to Beverly. Kobe against McCollum. They double-team McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. And they pick up 2.
And great ball movement from CJ. That's the unselfish play you want from your guards.
Outside Bryant. Off target from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Beverly, and the rejection by Marjanovic. Gasol, that's a 2-pointer. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
I mean, phenomenal concentration. Pau Gasol able to stay focused through the contact. Potential and one.
Trailblazers trail by 13. Now a timeout called by Portland. Kobe Bryant really making a difference here.
You know, he's been a one-man wrecking crew down low. His consistent scoring has dictated the pace of this game. We'll see if they decide to front him, bring a quick double, or maybe even both to try to slow him down.
Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Kuzma against Powell. Pass to McCollum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Here's Kobe. Caldwell-Pope trying to break free.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agree, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. To the inside. Here's Cantor. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Powell in the high post. Here's McCollum. Drops one in from the wing. McCollum's got 30.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Kuzma finds Bryant. Now the pass to Marjanovic. Down low. Kuzma, that's good. Kuzma's got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles.
They are just killing them on the interior.
McCollum against Bryant. Shot from the top of the key. Rebound the Lakers.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
And yep, another basket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Here's the teardrop and the rejection. By Marjanovic. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession for the Trailblazers. Crowder, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Miller against Powell. Shot clock at 6. Lays it up off the glass.
His team is down because he's not shooting enough. There's no reason he shouldn't be getting more looks right now.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. McRae passes to Cook, and the shot goes down.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball after the basket by Los Angeles. And it's McCollum off the drive. And McCollum with the slam.
I mean, call him a combo guard to whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost. And when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop.
Here is Cook. Lets it go from 11, and there's another one for the Lakers.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Lakers.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kobe Bryant.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
Cook kicks to McRae. Nurkic with the block. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Crowder, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Jeff Green picks one up.
The contributions from Jay Crowder extremely valuable because of his defense, toughness, and switchability.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Cook looking it over. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. It's Miller on the wing. Corner shot connects. The jumper drops. And the Lakers lead by 15.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Stay out my face or keep it 1K. You either fake I'm getting paid, I make a tick before I end off my day. Hey, they want my wave, they want my wave, they want my wave, they want my wave. They heard I'm straight. I'm getting paid my 23s. I was jumping Jay. Pull back and fade, I'll take the 3. I'm about my pay, about my cake. They want my wave, they want my wave, they want my wave, they want my wave. They heard I'm straight. I'm getting paid my 23s. I was jumping Jay. Pull back and fade, I'll take the 3. I'm about my pay.
It's that simple. Ballin', 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 ballin'.